Your Lordship, I may be allowed to mention item 48. Item 48. May I pray that this matter be taken up at 2 p.m.? Yes, this matter has been. Yes, 2 p.m. Oh, I'm okay. His Lordship. Lordship. If this may be taken up next week, Lordship. Mohan Jamir, Lordship.
My President Lordship, Lordship, I beg to mention item number 50 on behalf of TIBA. Lordship, may kindly grant 3 weeks' time to file counter. So, 3 weeks. Lord, Lordship, item number 26 on behalf of TIBA. Lordship, we can 26. Lordship, we can list this matter after 1 week for admission hearing.
I'm for.
I oblige.
I please, Your Lordship. I beg to mention item number 60, Lordship.
Item 27, my lord. If 3 weeks' time can kindly be granted to me, Your Lordship. 3 weeks, my lord. Lordship, I also beg to mention item number 49 on behalf of additional AGV Shokriya. Item 49, my lord. Lordship, I'm told that she is yet to receive instruction in this matter. If 4 weeks' time can kindly be granted, Your Lordship. Lordship. In Angami, my lord. On behalf of additional AGV Shokriya.
I please, Your Lordship. I beg to mention item 59. Kindly, this matter may be listed after 3 weeks. On 17, Your Lordship.
On 77.
Yes, Your
Yes,
Lordship.
Lordship.
Much obliged. Your Lordship, there's an interim that may be continued.
May I please the Lordship? Lordship, I beg to mention item number 17 and 18, Lordship. Lordship, may I kindly grant 3 weeks time to file counter, Lordship.
17 and 18.
Lordship, it's an analogous matter, Lordship.
Your order
State, Lordship, Lordship, for the state.
few weeks.
Lordship. Lordship, I have also a similar prayer, item 23, Lordship. 23. I have similar.
Enough time is being given, so Your Lordship, this may be the last chance for filing the.
And item number 23.
Yes,
Lordship,
Lordship.
Lordship. 3 weeks time. File a counter, Lordship. Lordship.
Your Lordship. Lovely.
May I please, the Lordship? I beg to mention item 53, Lordship, on behalf of this.
Submit the complaint.
Complex affidavit, Lordship.
Fix it.
Lordship. We'll fix that, Lordship. On 17, Lordship. 17,
7 for complaints.
Lordship. Lordship, I also beg to mention item 14, Lordship, on behalf of IMT himself, additional agent, Lordship. 1-4. Lordship. Lordship, I beg to mention item 6 on behalf of additional AJ, Lordship. Since he has some personal difficulty today, Lordship, if the matter can come up next week.
No, Lordship, if my lord may kindly appreciate this fact, there has been several occasions where I have consented to the request of my learned senior colleague, and even the fixing today is also on consent. So my lord may just kindly pass over for a day. Tomorrow, let's see whether my learned senior colleague can come or not.
Lordship.
My lord. Blush, your lordship.
Lordship, I beg to mention item 51, Lordship, on behalf of my colleague, Sapong Chang. Lordship, I've been informed that she is yet to receive instruction, Lordship. So, Lordship, may please.
Very pleased, Lordship. My lord, I have a similar prayer in admission item 8. I am the counsel for the petitioner here. Could not file my reply. I may be given 2 weeks' time to file my. I have taken the consent of the government. I have taken the consent, my lord.
2 weeks then.
After 2 weeks, my lord. Much obliged, my lord.
May I please, Your Lordship, I beg to mention item 22, Your Lordship. This may be listed after 2 weeks, Your Lordship, for admission hearing. 26, I'm yet to file counter in this matter, so 3 weeks may be granted. 26. 26. Your Lordship, then item 28 to 47, Your Lordship. Counter. So this
If
may
my lord may kindly appreciate, on the last date, I'm told that things are ready. I hope my learned friend can file it within a matter of few days. Is it possible?
Your Lordship, these are analogous petitions, so we're going to different number of affidavit will be filed. So Your Lordship,
Only two
so-
affidavits will be required, Lordship. One is for the PTs and one is for the GTs. And in fact, Your Lordship, even if the state is not ready to file, the entire documents are on record. So, Lordship, whether they file or not,
Your
also
Lordship,
it's
by this time will
Maximum 2 weeks.
3 weeks, Your Lordship, so that during this time I'll make sure that I'll file it, Your Lordship.
my lord.
Your Lordship, item 54 also,
Oblige,
Your
Your
Lordship.
Lordship.
Yes, item 54, Your Lordship. After 3 weeks, Your Lordship, I'm yet to file counter in this matter, Your Lordship.
May I please, Your Lordship? Lordship, here the respondent number 4, we have already served the notice to the respondent and we have filed it, affidavit in compliance to it, Lordship. This morning, Lordship. Affidavit in compliance to Justice Service, Lordship. Justice Service, Lordship. To respondent number 4, Lordship.
Your Lordship. Yes, Your Lordship. After 3 weeks, Your Lordship. Your Lordship,
Lordship.
Your Lordship, I also beg to mention item 12 on behalf of my colleague, Your Lordship. Here the pleadings are complete, so this may be listed after a week, Your Lordship, for admission hearing. On behalf of AIME.
Next week.
Lordship. Kindly grant me 3 weeks time, Lordship.
3 weeks.
3 weeks, Lordship. Lordship, this interim. Kindly the interim continue, Lordship. Lordship, I also like to mention item 25, Lordship. Lordship, here I filed my affidavit today, Lordship. Lordship, since one respondent is in bereavement, so Lordship, I cannot file. So kindly grant me 2 weeks time, so that I may be allowed to file, Lordship.
Lordship, there is an interim.
Yeah, please, Your Lordship. I beg to mention item number 13. Your Lordship, I may be given some more time to file my reply. To all the respondents, Your Lordship. No, I'm on behalf of the petitioner. The respondents have,
File a reply.
yes, Your Lordship. They have filed their affidavit in opposition, so My lord, I beg to mention hearing item number 55. Your lordship, here I have filed an affidavit, your lordship, withdrawing my vakalatnama. So, yes, your lordship, for the petitioner, counsel for the petitioner, your lordship, for withdrawal of my vakalatnama, your lordship. Yes, your lordship, as a counsel. So, my names, along with the names of my colleagues, may no longer be reflected in the cause list, your lordship.
Your name?
Vitere. All the councils in this cause list, your lordship. Yes, your lordship.
Have you informed the petitioner?
Your lordship, since after we have engaged, your lordship, we were engaged, we were unable to communicate with the petitioner, your lordship. So we cannot take her consent.
Without their knowledge, how can you do it?
Your lordship,
Should be prejudicial to the petitioner, no? Please take steps for notice. Informing the petitioner that you were with
your lordship,
trust who's done it.
okay. Okay, then your lordship, 1 week time may be given. 1 week time.
In view of above, the learned counsel communicate the withdrawal of the Okalatama to the petitioner by registered any post. It will remain up.
Okay, then your lordship.
The resident outside of Kohima.
Within Kohima.
Within Kohima.
Yes, your lordship. Oblige, your lordship.
May I please, Lordship? Lordship, I beg for your Lordship's indulgence. Item number 49, Lordship.
39.
49. 49, Lordship. The state respondents have already mentioned. But Lordship, I want to make a small submission that there is an interim. Only the interim committee, Lordship. 49. Lordship. Hello, oblige, Lordship.
Please, Your Lordship. Lordship, I'm mentioning on behalf of my colleague MS Livika, Lordship. Item number 9 to 11, Lordship. It's an analogous matter, Lordship. Lordship,
9 to 11.
Lordship, Lordship, kindly grant 3 weeks time, Lordship, to file affidavit, Lordship. Counter. Lordship. Lordship. Lordship, I have a prayer for item 19, Lordship, on behalf of my colleague, MS Livika. Lordship, I have similar prayer to list the matter after 3 weeks for filing an affidavit, Lordship. Lordship, I have similar prayer for item 56 to 58, Lordship, on behalf of my colleague. 56 to 58. It's also an analogous matter. Lordship. No, Lordship. Lordship, it's a hearing matter, Lordship. It's a hearing matter, Lordship. Lordship. Yes, Lordship. Lordship. But Lordship, she has instructed me to list the matter after 3 weeks, Lordship. So Lordship may please grant 2 weeks time, Lordship. Ms. Livika. Lordship, item 15, Lordship. On
Item
item 15,
50.
item 115,
15.
Lordship. Here the state is yet to file counter, Lordship. I have similar prayer on behalf of my colleague, Lordship.
The apologies, Your Lordship.
Appears for the petitioners. Noted.
My pleasure, Lordship. Lordship, I beg to mention item number 20 and 21.
20 and 21.
Lordship, on behalf of TIBA. Lordship, may kindly list this matter after 2 weeks. Here, pleadings are completed.
Pleadings are completed.
Lordship, the BSNO, response number 6 is yet to file their affidavit.
BSNL.
Yes, Lordship. I'm for the petitioner.
BSNL responded.
Yes, Lordship, response number 6.
Only they are seeking the pleadings are completed. Please.
No, please are
Not
not
yet
completed,
completed.
Lordship. They are yet to
Not
file their
The
affidavit.
state already filed.
State has filed, but they paid.
State.
Yes.
State is submitted. Who is appearing for a BSNL?
Lordship, one YP
CGSC.
Gupta. Yes, Lordship.
CGSC.
He's from Dimapur.
None appears for the respondent BSNL. After 2 weeks.
Lordship.
Or 3.
Yes,
Will it be possible?
3 weeks,
3
Lordship.
weeks.
3 weeks. Lord.
For motion, item number 1.
Maybe before Lordship.
Yes.
Maybe before Lordship.
Yes, please.
My Lord, am I audible, my Lord?
Please admit. Yes, no.
May I be before Lordship?
Yes.
My Lord, this I filed, my Lord, regarding for embleeding the private respondent, my Lord.
IA for?
Embleeding the private respondent, my Lord. The prospective respondent number 10 to 12, 22, my Lord. They are there presently, my Lord, they are the appointee candidate regarding the recruitment really, my Lord, for the boss of ORL trade, my Lord. So, on the basis of this court order on 25, my Lord, this court was
25
25 4 23.
What is that order? What is that 25?
25 4 23, my Lord.
25 4.
Yes, my Lord. 23, my Lord.
2023.
Yes, my Lord.
This please.
So, my lord, since now the prospective respondents are serving under the Assam Rifle Department, my lord, my only small prayer is, my lord, kindly be pleased to implement them and rule may be issued.
You have to file, Mr. Modi, you have to file a amended petition now. It cannot
No,
be made even by hand from today onwards.
no, my lord.
Implement this order dated 25/4/2023. We
Yes,
were asked to file implement application with respect to private respondents and for filing additional affidavit.
my lord. So far, additional part this concern, my lord. I'm craving leave of this court, my lord. Let the respondent file their response, and in the meantime, if required, my lord, I will file my reply. That is regarding the affidavit portion, my lord. I'm
All right, all right.
retaining my liberty, my lord.
Have you implemented? Have you implemented it?
Yes, yes,
Implement has been done.
yeah, my lord.
You
This
have
implementing
complied with
petition.
this order 25th of April.
Yes, my lord.
You have done.
Yes, my lord. This IA, my lord. Present IA, my lord.
Isn't it?
So the IA may be allowed, my lord.
It is your prayer. Pray there, this honorable court may you please to admit this petition. 10 to 22. The present date petition. Modi, you have to file an amended petition now. You cannot do this. Huh?
My lord.
I can show you the resolution.
My lord, we are just only implementing them as a party now.
You file an amended petition, a fresh one, implementing them. This much only. Then the process will start.
My lord, my lord, is a huge petition, my lord.
He's not over. You have
So
to.
only prayer is, my lord, to implement them.
No. See, no new rule has been adopted from today. You cannot put them like this by hand. That cannot be done.
No, by way of, my lord, by way of order, they may be implemented, my lord. This may be IA may be treated as part of pleading, my lord. IA may be treated as part of pleading, my lord.
Some problems have arisen because of that in the CAS system.
Yes, my lord.
Have you understood?
Yes, my lord.
Understood the point. And if it is not done in the completely, it creates problem in the CAS system. Names of some parties are go missing. All right, this time you do it.
My lord.
It is allowed.
My lord.
Okay, it will be allowed.
Yes, my lord. I'm obliged. My lord, one prayer, my lord.
But henceforth, no.
My lord, small prayer, my lord. This, on allowing this petition, my lord, I may be allowed to serve the copy through the official respondent, my lord.
Okay. Let me order will be passed accordingly.
My lord. I'm obliged, my lord.
Go to the newly.
Yes, definitely. The parties will receive notice. But I have to do the file.
Notice may be allowed through the respondent, my lord.
Yes.
I'm obliged, my lord.
But please don't repeat in future because from today the rule has been adopted.
Yes, my lord. My lord. Obliged, my lord.
For motion, item number 2.
Lordship, this petition is filed with limited prayer. Lordship, this petition is filed for a granting of house rent allowance on the strength of an application dated. Two applications were submitted by the petitioner for granting of house rent allowance. That is, one application was submitted on 17/10/2019, and a subsequent application was submitted on 27/1/2022. Lordship, as per government notification, that is on page 17. Lordship, point number 1, subclause 1.
Page number?
Page number 17, Lordship, Annex E. If I may read, Your Lordship. The state government employees who are not provided with government accommodation shall be paid house rent allowances at uniform rate of 10% of basic pay, irrespective of the place of posting in the state. But however, after submitting the applications, the prayer of the petitioner was not considered by the responding authorities. Therefore, the petitioner did agree before this honorable court.
Your Lordship, its prayer is limited to the representation, that I have no objection, but Your Lordship, the last representation, yes, the last representation, Lord, there is no indication whether the government has received this letter or not. So they may be directed to write a fresh representation, Your Lordship, with regard to this, Your Lordship.
Where is the copy of representation?
It's at page 28.
28.
There's no indication of the government receiving this representation, Your Lordship.
Is there any acknowledgement
Lordship,
of this representation?
no, Lordship.
No. Then how we can rely on this document? No seal, signature, nothing is there.
Your Lordship, on page number 23. This was the first application submitted by the petitioner.
23.
Page 23, Annex F.
In due respect, I would like to state that I have been living in a rented house and no. Which is impugned today?
Your Lordship,
In order. You filed an application for grant of house rent. This is the application dated 17th of October 2019. But you were not granted, or no, there was no response.
yes, Lordship.
Thereafter, according to you, you submitted
Subsequent
a
application,
representation. Actually, this is reminder, because he is the authority, no? Deputy Commissioner. But there is no acknowledgement. You obtain instruction within 1 week.
With regard to
I can.
the representation,
Uh,
Your Lordship, just the direction may be.
Not granted. Why not granted? Because rule says
Your Lordship, probably because
the admitted state government employees who are not provided with government accommodation shall be paid house rent allowance at uniform rate of 10% of basic pay. He is, as per rule, he is entitled.
Your Lordship,
If there is any other reason,
Your Lordship, this 17 October 2019, this application was submitted before the petitioner was regularized, Your Lordship. So as far as my knowledge goes, before only when an employee is regularized, Your Lordship, holding a regular job, Your Lordship,
you are
it's not
casual.
entitled to HRA, Your Lordship.
You are casual employee.
Lordship, I'm already regularized.
When regularized?
2022.
2022, Your Lordship.
But Lordship, I was,
But the first representation was
You are submitted or you claim your house rent in the year 2019.
yes, Your Lordship.
You were regularized in the year 2022. Then this representation said 27/1/2022. But unfortunately, there is no acknowledgement.
Yes, Your Lordship.
You better obtain instruction. If
On
you
whether
can-
the petitioner is entitled or not.
entitled number one, number two, whether such repensation has been received or not. This much only. Otherwise, I could have passed an order in favor of one of the parties. Today, at so by this petition, the petitioner who is serving as
Dabashi.
interpreter that means
Yes, yes.
Dabashi, grade 2 under the respondent number 2 under the respondent number 2 comma has although as per notification dated 9/12/2009, a government servant who is not provided with government accommodation is entitled for house rent at a uniform rate of 10% of the basic pay, comma, he is not provided with the house rent as per entitlement. In this regard, he filed an application dated 17/10/2019, addressed to the respondent number 2, and thereafter a representation allegedly submitted on 27/1/2022, addressed to the respondent number 2, but no response has been received. This is not arbitrary, in fact. Hence the instant repetition, praying to direct the respondent authorities to his consider his aforesaid two applications. At this stage, Ms. Swen's of Learning Government Advocate submits that that the service of the petitioner is stated to have been regularized in the year 2022, and as such, as per rule, he seems to have been entitled for the house rent as per rule, comma, but as the reason for non-payment of house rent is not known, comma, she seeks some time to obtain necessary instructions over the matter. Accordingly, according 2 weeks time.
Your Lordship, Your Lordship, I'm not saying that he's entitled. I'm just
No, as per rule, seems to be.
Okay.
Seems to be. Seems to be.
But that's not my submission, Your Lordship.
You cannot deny this, no? So 2 weeks time is granted to obtain to file affidavit. To file affidavit in opposition or instructions.
Just written instruction. But
to obtain necessary instructions.
yes, Your Lordship.
This must only. Yes, sir. Next part. Pendency of this petition shall not be a bar in payment of rent, house rent to the petitioner in the meantime. If the deputy commissioner wishes, he can pay. list after 2 weeks.
For motion, item number 3.
Three.
And please, Lordship. Lordship, in this free petition, I'm praying for the disposal of my representation, which was submitted to the Commissioner of Nagaland. Praying for the monetary benefits entitled to me, as I was not given any benefits.
Benefits of what?
Increment.
When your service was regularized?
Fourteen 2002, Lordship. Page 17, Annex 30.
17.
Lordship, this is the same person, Lordship.
47, 2022 June. 2022, 14 June.
Yes, Lordship.
Then 27, under the establishment of the petition were regularized on the basis of seniority.
Lordship, my representation is at 19 Lordship, I'm
Learning Council, you see, your service was regularized with effect from, say, 14 June.
Yes, Lordship.
2022.
Yes, Lordship.
Today is 19.
Yes, Lordship.
19th of June. When increment accrues? Every year.
Lordship,
Today is 19.
there's an OM, Lordship, Office Memorandum, Lordship. It's a page.
Office memorandum.
Yes, Lordship. It's page 18 of my petition, Lordship, and it's your E. Married, my Lord. Office Memorandum, 21 December 2017. Subject: counting of increments of contract employees upon regularization of service. The matter regarding admissibility of increments already granted to contract employees in fixing their pay upon regularization of service has been under examination for quite some time. In supersession of earlier letters issued by the Finance Department on the subject and in consultation with the PNAR Department, it is clarified that if such contract service was continuous followed by regularization of service, the increment granted during contract service shall be counted for fixation of pay. Lordship, I was granted scale of pay by order dated 3/3/2010, Lordship. It's at page.
This circular 2017.
Yes, Lordship.
The contract period is also regularized.
Page 15, Lordship.
Let me include it, sorry.
Yes,
include it. For the purpose of increment. Where is the representation?
Lordship, my representation is at page 19, Lordship. And exterior, Lordship. Married, my Lord.
When did you file it?
To the Commissioner of Nagaland, through the Commissioner of Nagaland. Subject: prayer for releasing the entire benefits allowed under the Office Memorandum of Finance Department, Government of Nagaland, by number so-and-so, dated 21 December 2007. Sir, with reference to the subject cited above, I have the honor to state that I was appointed as DB on a contingency basis with the pay of rupees 2,000 only per month in the establishment of Deputy Commissioner, Dimapur District, with effect from 18/7/2006 by order number so-and-so, dated 7 February 2006. A photocopy of said order is attached here with and marked as document 1. That On the recommendation of DPC, I was granted scale pay of rupees 3,200 to that's 85 for
85 increment. 4,900.
4,900 per month, only from 1st March 2010. By approval, order number so and so dated 13/1/2010. A photocopy of said order is attached herewith and marked as document 2. That on the basis of recommendation of the district level verification committee held on 21/2/2019 and in pursuance of approval of the Commissioner of Nagaland, letter 5 number so and so dated Kohima the 8 June 2022, I, along with 4 others, was regularized basis of seniority against temporary class 3 post of Dobashi in the reserve pay level 5 with grade pay of rupees 2,000 of the band rupees 5,200 to 20,200 plus all other allowances as admissible under rule force from time to time in Nagaland with effect from 14 June 2022 by Deputy Commissioner Order number so and so dated 14 June 2022. The foresaid order further clarifies that the period of casual fixed service rendered shall be counted towards length of service as per rules. The copy of the foresaid order is attached herewith and marked as documentary. It is pertinent to mention herein that it is absolutely clear from the Office Memorandum, Department of Finance, Establishment and our official number since dated 21st December 2017 that contract service continues followed by regularization of service. The increment granted during contract service shall be counted for fixation of pay. It is a matter of regret that in spite of clear order and instructions from the Government Finance Department, I have been deprived from enjoying the benefits granted in accordance with Finance Department Instruction number so dated 21st December 2017. Next page. Question. Under the circumstances stated above, I would request your kind authority to release the entire benefits on the basis of apposite recommendation and as per the Office Memorandum of Finance Department, Kohima Government of Nagaland, by number so dated 21st December to meet the end of justice.
Submitted on 26th of July.
Yes, Lordship. 26th, 2022.
Please, government side. Just a repetition is submitted. Is not getting any reply this much.
So it appears just for disposal of representation.
Also, by filing the instant writ petition, the petitioner has sought for a direction to the to the respondent authorities to consider and dispose of the representation dated 26/7/2022 filed by the petitioner, whereby it has been prayed to release the entire benefits of increment,
Yes, Lordship.
benefits of increment in service. The grievance of the petitioner is that he was initially appointed, inducted in service as Dobasi Grade 2,
Yes, Lordship.
S2, by an order dated 18/7/2006. Who appointed you? By the Deputy Commissioner. Who appointed? Who
His
engaged?
Lordship. Deputy Commissioner, Lordship.
by the respondent number 2, and after continuous service in that capacity, comma, his service was he was granted the scale of pay
Yes, Lordship.
against the post he was holding. Hide an order dated 3/2010. Subsequently, the petitioner's service was regularized by an order dated
14 June.
14/6/2022 by the respondent number 2. On 26/7/2022, the petitioner submitted a representation to the respondent number 2. Respondent 2 or 1? To his commissioner or deputy commissioner?
Commissioner, Lordship.
To the Commissioner of
Commissioner.
Nagaland through Deputy
Commissioner.
Commissioner Demo for Nagaland.
Respondent number 2, praying for monetary benefits he is entitled to, as he was not given any increment throughout his service career, although entitled to as per the orders and instructions of the government within bracket finance department, state of Nagaland. MS Suinsu, learned government advocate, appearing for the state respondents, fairly submits that she has no objection if the representation dated 26 or 20, 26, na?
26, Lordship.
26/7/2022 is directed to be considered and disposed of by the respondent number 2 in accordance with rules, relevant rules. Next paragraph. Having heard the learned counsel of both the sides and keeping in consideration of the awareness made in the petition, it is provided that the respondents, more particularly the respondent number 2, shall consider and dispose of the representation dated 26/7/2022 submitted by the petitioner within a period of 3 months, 1 month, like
3 months, Your Lordship.
3 months,
Okay, Lordship.
3 months, too long period. For
Here,
such
here, Your Lordship, financial implications are there, so
Lordship.
they'll
No,
have to study.
already order is there from the finance department.
They'll have to study, Your Lordship, the case properly, Your Lordship.
All right, within a period
Lordship.
of
1 month, Lordship.
2 months that, Your Lordship.
within a period of 2 months from the date of receipt of the certified copy of this order to be furnished by the petitioner. You will supply copy to the department.
Okay, Lordship.
And you obtain acknowledgement receipt while submitting the copy of the petition.
Okay,
this
Lordship.
order. Huh?
Okay, Lordship.
With the above direction, the petition stands disposal.
Much obliged, Your Lordship.
Much obliged.
For motion, item number 4.
May I please, Lordship. My Lord, the petitioner has approached this in our court praying for a simple direction to direct the Chief Secretary and Commissioner Nagaland to dispose of my representation dated 13 October 2022. On the same day, I have submitted two representatives, and that is yet to be disposed of. My Lord. That is simple prayer.
What is written in your representation?
My Lord, I'll come to that. Lordship, the first address, Chief Secretary, is page 17 of my representation.
17.
And it's just see.
Page number
17. Page
17.
17.
What is your grievance here?
Married, my Lord. To the Chief Secretary, Nagaland, Kohima. Dated 13 October 2022. Subject request for information in respect to the transfer petition criminal number 122 in Gauhati High Court, respondent to defense. Please, sir, I'll come down. We return to this subject cited above. The undersigned has filed an petition in High Court of Gauhati, Kohima bench, that is 66/2022 for transfer of case number 04/2021 pending in present court or any other court in Nagaland. In this regard, the respondent one, that is state of Nagaland, has submitted written affidavit counting the petition of 9/7/22, wherein the facts presented to court by undersigned based on earlier letters suddenly government of Nagaland has been countered by negatively commenting on the professional integrity of the undersigned rather than factual conditions. Therefore, information as listed below and paragraph 5 is sought for onward submission to the Honorable Court. Paragraph 2. The undersigned during the tenure as Deputy Commissioner in Northwest District had communicated the government of Nagaland regarding the activities of Superior of Police Northwest, which were of subversive in nature and destabilizing the district administration and generating public animosity against the orders, officers. 3. Also, through letter number names subject request for strong follow-up action and information regarding breach of security of state by officials serving in the state. It is clearly subject to the government that the Supreme Court Police fabricated document and has attempted to misguide the court, government, and protected the culprit behind the life threat to a then serving Deputy Commissioner. Irrefutable digital evidence is available in this regard, wherein SP Northwest is a basically reliable source mentioned in multiple letters submitted to court from police headquarters, and also the person who fabricated the letter in which tribal leaders were cajoled to sign through deception, claiming it to be in the best interest of the district. We indicate evidence submitted to Chief Secretary Nagaland for verification along with this letter and taken back after verifying for self-custody and further submission to Honorable Court as in when necessary. Close. 4. Paragraph 4. Through the letter number so the day the list of multiple incidents and the letter number 24 submitted to government, the undersigned had clearly highlighted to government multiple instances where the actions of Supreme Police are subversive in nature and with an intention to destabilize district administration that represent government with its capacities in its territorial jurisdiction. These attempts include and are not limited to attempt to instigate tribal violence in the district, attempt to stop celebration of Republic Day, and the 6th of January 2001 through also attempt to arrest serving the commissioner 17 January 2001 with bail on fabricated direction from police headquarters, conspiring to trap the commissioner for reasons unknown, within written, redacted, affidavit, enclosed original submitted to the Chief Secretary for verification and taken back for submission to Honorable Court. It may be pertinent to mention that the Commissioner Nagaland immediately and later on apprised to your esteemed self in person on sidelines of within court meeting to discuss matters related to COVID-19 preparedness unquote on 16th April 2021 and also the undersigned admonish concerned security forces in security coordination meeting on 5th February 2022 held at district headquarters with respect to the information mentioned in the affidavit. The details of this admonition were communicated to Commissioner Nagaland as well. It may be also noted that SB Northern refused to attend any security coordination meeting or meeting called by DC after the failed attempt by the official to arrest DC in Oakland on 17 Jan 2021 under falsehood, which led to the DC to issue the 22nd March 2021 for corrective measures. 5. The Superior Police, Crime, CID, OC, SCPS. On behalf of the respondent, the government of Nagaland has submitted before the court at 1. The reports were sent to the Commissioner of Nagaland Malafide intended to defend the SP, Northwest, who is known for her professionalism. 2. By making baseless allegations against the colleague with wrongful intention, the accused/commissioner has in fact lowered dignity of the post of office of the deputy commissioner. 3. Also, taking cognizance of perjury deliberately and willfully committed by him before he is on court, and accordingly it is respectfully prayed to initiate for appropriate criminal proceedings against the accused petitioner. Unquote. 1. Below are the grievances that I have raised with Chief Secretary. Whether an inquiry has been conducted to verify the facts mentioned in the latest before submission to the court that they are nullified. Copy of inquiry report and inquiry committee composition is also requested in case of inquiry into the matter. 2. Whether the statement of Commissioner Nagaland was sought while responding to the contention in court, as the Commissioner Nagaland was abreast with the day-to-day challenges in the district and facts mentioned thereof in these letters. 3. Whether the above statements made by the police but officer in court are based on own volition or based on the direction from the government of Nagaland, and a principal stand on the facts mentioned in the letters under question. 4. Whether the statement made by the official is based on factual verification or as general assumptions, as the letter also challenged the letter from Commission Office to government on the subject. March 2021, requesting corrective steps. 5. Whether the reply submitted to the court has been brought to knowledge and for concurrence of A, the Home Commissioner, and B, the Chief Secretary Nagaland, who heads the district administration and state administration, respectively, and represent the state in its all capacities, as the reply has categorically questioned the integrity of the understanding. A reply is solicited at the earliest for submission of fact to the Honorable Court for judicious evaluation of affidavit presented to the Honorable Court. This is the representative submitted Chief Secretary by the present petitioner. Then next, my lord, next is the commission, Representative Commissioner Nagar, page 2020. May I read, my lord? Dated same day.
You submitted two grievances.
Yes, to one Commissioner Nagar.
No action.
No action. That's simple. If why, at least the principle of natural justice.
But
At
the
least
case is rehearsed internally.
yes, yes. So therefore, now this has I have studied in the read petition. This has direct bearing in my transfer petition, which was pending before this court. Now it was disposed of, and we have approached Supreme Court. Supreme Court has stayed the proceeding of criminal case now. I have annexed the Supreme Court orders. So my simple large page, my last page, page 2323, and that's your email. Correct, my lord, because apparently the matter, once it is this on third, if state has no response to my SLP, in that case again it will be extended. And now it'll unless my representation is disposed of, again it'll have another bearing in Supreme Court also. That's my concern. I'm not asking any undue relief, my lord. Simply whether the report will be in my favor or against, I don't mind. If I have committed any offense, I'm ready to stand before the court. But at least dispose of my representation. And my lord, of course, in my humble submission, I got information. Now, after this, Chief Secretary is prepared to dispose of the, but he is prepared mentally now. I believe I was informed. He must do it. He's bound to do. At least this will violate the principle of natural justice if it is not done. It will cause injustice to me. This is my simple prayer, my lord.
Lordship, at this stage, notice may be issued, Lordship, so that
That much, my lord.
no.
Very simple. You did not obtain instruction, the documents are available.
Lordship, in that view of the matter, let it come after the Lordship. Yes, Lordship.
In fact, before the High Court, for not having this information, they have
Lordship, in that view of the matter, Lordship, I'm for the respondent number 1 and 2, Lordship. Short notice may be given, and let the notice go, Lordship. Since this is to do with the representation, I have to bring it to the notice of the state respondent, Lordship.
earlier disposal because of Supreme Court case pending, my lord.
Lordship.
I want to see.
Yes, Lordship. 1 2 weeks,
Module.
Lordship. And in the meantime, notice may, a service copy may also serve to the state respondent, Lordship, since I have to send a petition to them.
My lord.
Has stated that during 2021-2022, while the petitioner was serving as Deputy Commissioner to the newly created district, Noklek
Noglak.
district, which was carved out of Glensan district of Nagaland. While researching his duty as Deputy Commissioner, uh, there was concerted lack of coordination from the subordinate officers of the district, more particularly uh, from the then Superintendent of Police, Mokle, which resulted in which entailing uh, several incidents which adversely affected smooth administration
My
of the
lord.
district.
Yes, my lord.
In this regard, the petitioner, as the then Deputy Commissioner Nokte, wrote a semi-official letter dated 22/3/2020 false and concocted complaints. Stop. Paragraph. Mr.
Vision mommy.
Please don't mind,
No.
running government advocate submits that in view of the nature of prayer that has been made in the petition in connection with departmental complaints, department complaints, etc., against the petitioner, the matter needs to be clarified on receipt of instructions,
Lordship.
required instructions from the concerned authorities.
Lordship.
For which 2 weeks time?
2 weeks time,
2
Lordship.
weeks or 1 week?
2 weeks
week
time.
time, my
2
lord.
weeks
See,
time, Lordship.
13 July is the last
13.
date
Yes.
for interim.
Yes.
It's given by the Honorable Supreme Court.
Lordship.
Take 1 week time.
Lordship.
1 week time.
Lordship.
Uh, Accordingly, issue notice
Lordship.
to be served by Dusty.
Lord-
Dusty Mood.
No, Lordship.
Dusty Mood to the authorities. You will take.
Lordship,
Or
since
you will
I'm
receive.
yes, Lordship, since I'm appearing,
He has
So
already
and so
received.
shall receive
And
the notice.
Lordship, and
on
I have
behalf
already
of the
received, Lordship.
Respondents number 1 and 2.
Lordship.
And would you like to file any affidavit or?
If any,
Achha.
Lordship.
And we'll file affidavit in opposition, if any, without fail.
Lordship.
Achha. Without fail, in view of reference to in view of the interim order passed by the Honorable Supreme Court of India in TP CRL number 1 2022, which is in force till 3rd of July 2023 only. Matter has become urgent, huh?
Lordship.
List on fixed date. On Monday, next
No, yeah, Monday, my lord, next Monday.
Monday.
Next.
26.
Lordship, 27, Lordship. 27.
27. On 27,
6. Merge of that.
For motion, item number 5.
May I please, Your Lordship? Before I come to the merit of the case, there is some error in the cost list.
Cause list.
The petitioner is Unemployed Trained Nurses Association of Nagaland. But in the cost list, it is shown as unemployed, untrained. We are
Untrained,
trained, but in the
You are
cost
trained,
list,
you say.
it is shown as untrained. So on saying this, my clients are very angry, and it's not healthy to create enmity with the nurses, that too with the staff nurses. I don't know why the registry is so fascinated to use untrained. So that may be corrected, and in future also, that should not be repeated.
So it will
Lordship.
be reflected as unemployed trained nurses.
Correct, Lordship. Even in the future, that should not be repeated, Lordship. Coming to the merits of the case, Lordship, in short,
Corrected and has to be reflected in the cost list. There is still rectify the defect and reflect the
obliged, Lordship. Coming to the merits of the case, Lordship, in brief, I will narrate the summary. The GNM, General Nursing, Nurse, GNM, yes. Since the inception of the department, people who are trained in GNM and BEC nursing are recruited to the post of staff nurse in queue system. Queue system. First, yes.
Seniority.
Yes.
Seniority.
Yes. Since the inception of the department, they have been following that system. And in short, it is queue system. So queue system was followed all along. In 2020, COVID-19 has struck the nation worldwide, I should say. So medical department is one department who are the frontline workers. And in view of the shortage of employees, the state cabinet was required to take some emergency decision, so as to cope up with the COVID-19 pandemic. So on 12th of June 2020, a decision was taken by the cabinet to recruit the nurses on queue system. By queue system, that means 100% queue system. After about 13 days, the cabinet has changed that decision, making it to 50-50. That means 50% by queue system, they will be recruited, and 50% by competitive examination, that is through NPC. That was the decision. So agreed by that decision, the petitioners have filed a writ petition before the Honorable Court, contending that, look, we have been following the queue system and that should be followed, even in a situation like this. That was the petition.
That means stopping in a direct recruitment.
Yes. We do not want
50 for the, say, direct recruitment against the total strength. And
Yes.
50 by this contextual staff or
by queue system.
who are queuing.
Yes. So we did not want that time. So a writ petition was filed that was registered as WPC number 93 of 2020, and the said writ petition was disposed of on 24th August 2020. Upholding and holding that there is nothing wrong in maintaining 50-50 by the government. That means that is the policy decision which was taken on 25th June 2020. So this Honorable Court has appealed 50-50, 50% by direct recruitment and 50% should be queue system. That was the finding of this Honorable Court. Although we don't get whatever we wanted, we were to some extent contented with that 50-50 also. That, and it is not a case of discrimination in the sense that whether it is direct recruitment 50% or direct recruitment by queue system, all are nurses. There cannot be any other employees. And this 50-50 queue system is been followed in the past in respect of the subordinate category in the same department. And the same principle has also been followed under the same grammar in other departments as well. Therefore, why not with us? And this Honorable Court in WPC number 93 of 2020, which was disposed of on 24th of August 2020, has clearly arrived to a finding that there is nothing wrong in maintaining 50-50. So the present petitioner wants that, okay, although you don't want to keep 10% by queue system, we are satisfied with 50-50. That was the position. But in the present petition, the petitioners are agreed with an advertisement which was issued on 31st of March 2023. So as to recruit 1921 posts of staff nurse by Nagaland Public Service Commission. When this Honorable Court has held that out of the existing vacancies, 50% by direct recruitment, 50% by queue system. But the entire lot they have given to requisition to NPC or direct recruitment for NPC. That is in violation of the order passed by this Honorable Court in the earlier declaration, that is NPC number 93 of 2020. The judgment is dated 24/8/2020. Therefore, Lordship, at this stage, my humble prayer is the item number 8 of the advertisement dated 31st March 2023 may kindly be suspended during the pendency of this writ petition, Lordship. And notice may be issued.
Did you submit any representation to the authority?
Yes, we have submitted, Lordship. That is also.
Is it filed here?
Page 88 is the representation also.
Huh?
Yes, page 88. We have submitted a representation on 13 April 2023. Nurses are scattered all over the
Is it
state.
responded?
Responded?
It is responded or?
No, not yet disposed of.
It is pending.
Yeah, it's pending also.
It is pending since 13/4/2023.
Yes.
Give some more time. Some more time. Let them
Lordship,
dispose it.
the only problem is if a direction is issued to dispose of and consider the representation and dispose of, the process of selection will go on, which will complicate the matter. That is why, in respect of item number 8, this may kindly be suspended during the pendency of the petition. let the government file a detailed affidavit, and let this honorable court decides who is right and who is wrong.
Lordship, as far as interim is concerned, Lordship, we need to take a further instruction, Lordship. So, without
What
any
to do
instruction, I cannot.
with this interim prayer?
Lordship, so a short time may be given, Lordship, since I need to take an instruction, Lordship, with regard to the interim, Lordship. Lordship, if we receive the order that was passed on August 2020, Lordship. Lordship, we kindly come to page 82 of the petition, Lordship. The observation that by the
82.
82 last paragraph, Lordship.
Yes,
May I
yes.
read, Lordship? As such, I find nothing illegal in the interim notification and interim advertisement. In particular, in any case as stated above, the validity of the second part of the case of the petitioners depend on the result of the finding made in the first part. Because when it has been decided in the first part of the petitioner's case that appointment through queue system is not within the constitutional scheme, appointment to the post of 143 staff nurse created by the decision of the first cabinet sitting on 11/6/2020 would not have been allowed through the queue system at all.
That is only an observation.
Lordship, that is observation and last paragraph, Lordship. Furthermore, from the reading of the minutes of two cabinet meetings and the notification issued thereafter, it appears that it is an emergency and one-time measure taken to deal with the health issues of the people of the state arising out of the COVID-19 spread. Therefore, this court has no inclination to interfere with, Lordship. Court has not interfered with regard to 50-50 queue system, Lordship. However, Lordship, because of this COVID pandemic, Lordship. However, court has made a certain observation with regard to the extension of the minimum uh, maximum of 45 years, Lordship. Court has only gone into that, Lordship, that issue, Lordship.
Lordship, we kindly come to page 41. What my learned friend is submitting is still contrary to the records here. Page 41, Annexure 6. This is one of the legal orders in that WPC 93 of 2020. This is 20 cabinet minutes of the cabinet meeting held on 23rd June 2020. Of course, it was celebrated on 25th June 2020. Here, has Your Lordship got the page? Page, come to page 42, clause E. My learned friend has just read out that it cannot be filled up by queue system alone. Alone means some other provisions are also there. So kindly come, this is the cabinet decision E, page 42. In the middle of the page, Lordship will find it. For the post of staff nurse, and as per the recommendation of the Manpower Rationalization Committee, MRC, in the department, the department should fill up 50% of the post of staff nurse from the queue of normal nursing diploma graduates, and the remaining 50% should be filled up through direct recruitment and open competition. It is very clear. This has been upheld by this honorable court by judgment and order dated 24th August 2020. So this is what this honorable court order means. So 50-50 has been upheld. But then the present advertisement is 10%. Therefore, it is in violation of the order passed by this honorable court. So, Lordship, let the government file a detailed affidavit. And in the meantime, item number 8, in respect of advertisement dated 31st March 2023, may kindly be suspended, Lordship. We have asked for a start, but likely to be landed on the moon, Lord.
It's a heart swells. The petitioner is a duly registered association and duly registered association representing the grievances of the unemployed trained nurses
Yes.
of this state in the Department of Health
Health and family welfare.
and Health and Family Welfare. Nagaland. So, they are duly qualified as general nurse and midwifery and Bachelor of Science within bracket nursing. And their entry post into the government service is the post of staff nurse.
Yes.
The petitioners have stated that that as per practice, the appointment to the post of staff nurse was through the queue system by registering themselves under the Directorate of Health and Family Welfare, and thereby a year-wise merit list was being maintained by the said department for ensuring their appointment despite the existence of service rules. The horse, the horse service rules. Uh, by practice, despite the existence of service rule in force prescribing for appointment through direct recruitment. However, the Cabinet on 11/6/2020 had decided to create 143 posts of staff nurse in the backdrop of the emergency uh, situation arose out of COVID-19 pandemic in the year 2020. But the Cabinet on 23/6/2020 had created additional 78 posts and another 37 posts arising out of normal vacancies was added for recruitment, which sums up to a total strength of 258 posts. The respondent authorities, by maintaining 50-50 ratio of appointment, that is, queue system and selection process, had advertised the said 129 posts out of the aforesaid 258 posts on 16/7/2020 for recruitment through selection process. Uh, Selection process to be conducted by whom?
By department selection board.
Sir, to be conducted by the departmental selection board. The petitioners association being aggrieved by the impugn advertisement for maintaining the ratio 50-50 set up for appointment has challenged the aforesaid advertisement by filing WPC number 93 of 2020 on the ground that the petitioner has been deprived of participation in any selection process ever since the completion of their course, and that all the vacancies have to be filled up through the queue system alone, as was the practice for appointment to the post of staff nurse from its inception. This court, while disposing the aforesaid writ petition by judgmental order dated 24/8/2020, had dismissed the petition on the ground that there was no illegality in the impugned notification and the impugned advertisement. Hmm. So, thus, this court, by the aforesaid judgment and order, has the petitioners have stated, has clearly upheld that there is no illegality in maintaining the 50-50 ratio. This is your interpretation.
Lordship, Lordship.
With regard to the recruitment of staff nurses in the impugned advertisement. In the meantime, the petitioners have submitted a representation on 13/4/2023 to the Principal Director, Health and Family Welfare, Nagaland, praying for an administrative resolution to their grievances. By relaxation of recruitment rules for special recruitment to the present applicants. However, the aforesaid representation has yet to be considered by the addressee competent authority. Stop. Now, by the instant writ petition, the petitioner has therefore raised for a direction, is seeking a direction to the respondent authorities to quash and set aside the impugned advertisement dated 31/3/2023 in respect of item number 3 of the impugned advertisement.
Item number 8.
Annex 8.
Yes.
By the annexer 10.
Yes.
And also to direct the respondent authorities to maintain the ratio of 50-50 by allocating half of the total vacancy for appointment through queue system till the list is exhausted up to the year 2022, as well as and further to relax the age for appointment. Mr. Swinson, learned government advocate. 6. Time to obtain instructions and to over the matter, over the grievances of the petitioners, and to file affidavit in opposition if so warranted. In view of the above, let a copy of this petition along with the documents annexed therewith be furnished to the learned government advocate within bracket is mentioned in it. In today's in the course of the day, release this matter after 2 weeks.
Lordship.
3 weeks, because
3 weeks.
vacation is also coming.
Oh, yes.
Vacation will commence from 6 July.
But it will affect your intake period.
Lordship, I have
weeks.
instructions that from tomorrow, the admit cards will be issued by the NPSC.
Okay.
So that may be suspended.
Within period of 3 weeks. List after 3 weeks. The process undertaken in the light of the impugned advertisement number dated 31/3/2023 in respect of item number 8 of the impugn advertisement, within bracket annex A, shall be subject to the outcome of this
No,
review.
Lordship, till the next reasonable date, Lordship. We will be filing an
Wait,
affidavit.
it shall be shall be subject to the final outcome in the instant petition. Okay?
Lordship,
Any difficulty?
Lordship,
This is just conditional, you go ahead. But that process will be subject to the final outcome in the instant petition. Any difficulty?
Lordship, till the next reasonable date, Lordship, so that if there
I'm
is
not
any objection from
granting
the
any stay order, no?
Lordship.
I'm not granting any stay order, but undertake the process, but entire process will be subject to the result of this review. That will not affect any. Your interest will also be protected, their interest will be balanced.
No, in that case, Lordship, the examination will be conducted.
But then again you will file a IA, no? You will file an IA to stop the result if necessary, if they delay this matter.
Lordship, the only difficulty will be, the law is very clear as your Lordship is aware.
Having participated in the selection process, you cannot turn around and question and say that this is illegal. Now that we are challenging the advertisement, so that may be suspended, Lordship. At least
Then
in
fixed
respect
date
of
will be
item
given.
15.
In that case, fixed date will be given to you. Fixed date before vacation day. But then no time.
No problem.
No time. This will affect the public interest. No? Then the council will think about
No,
it.
Lordship, so far as the nurses are concerned, there is no other category who can come within this review. So it is not an issue
See,
where others are excluded.
Council will say there are thousands of unemployed youths in Nagaland.
All are nurses.
These qualified. No, yes, wait. Those fresh candidates will also be affected if I grant interim. Let them apply. Let there be process.
Lordship.
Let there be process. But
Lordship.
their result will be subject
To the outcome. Lordship.
Lordship, a short date may be given, and in the meantime, the impugn order may be suspended. Otherwise, there will be complication. Admit cards will be issued, and then a lot of difficulties will be there. And about 400 members are over age now. So let the government examine this and arrive to a conclusion at the earliest. The direction of this honorable court is very clear in WPC number 93 of 2020, where 50-50 has been maintained. We want that only.
Is it the rule then? Is it the rule? Is it incorporated in the relevant recruitment rules?
No.
Then
Lordship has clearly mentioned.
all right. Where are the rules? Let me see.
Annexure 1.
What rule provides?
Page 21.
Page 21.
Page 21. From the top. Page 21. Grade 3, public health nurse, lady health visitor, staff nurse.
See, 50-50 is not included in the rule setting.
No, it is not.
Then it is outside the rules. It is difficult.
Department has been following this since the inception of the department. And in the same year, in the same month, in 2020, they have once decided 100% by queue system, and thereafter it was changed to 50-50. That came to be changed in the WPC number 93 of 2020, and this honorable court by judgment and order dated 24 May 2020.
It is there. It is there. The new cause of action again. New cause of action.
There is no
Really, it will be better. It will be subject to the outcome of this petition. Nobody will be affected there. Your interest also will be protected there. Don't confuse.
My only prayer is, Lordship, let the petition be disposed of at the earliest, and in the meantime, the
Earliest
item number 8 may be suspended.
Vacation is nearing.
Yes.
15 days. Then,
Vacation starts from
but
6 July.
Must, huh? Wednesday. You suggest subject. Okay. All right. Wait. The convenient date, please suggest. May, June, July. 90? 97. Without in the meantime. In the meantime, it is provided that the presentation submitted by the petitioners shall be disposed of by the respondent authorities, more particularly the respondent number, principal, principal, respondent number 3,
Respondent number 2 and 3.
two respondents number 2 and 3.
Until disposal of the
Subject to you think about these
Then-
young people,
then yes, the
young
process will-
unemployed youths.
the process will go
Think
on.
about them.
It will get
They-
complications, Lordship.
Those who have already acquired the qualification, they are waiting for just to file the application.
They are all members of the association.
No, all members.
They are all members.
And common interest is involved.
That is why, Lordship, for department has not conducted any selection process over the years. Otherwise, we could have get an opportunity to sit for exams. But they have not conducted. It is not our responsibility. It is the responsibility of the state to conduct the examination in due time. They have not conducted. We are willing and ready to compete in the selection process, but they have not conducted the examination.
Next.
For orders, item number 52.
None appears. None appears for a petitioner. None appears. List after one.
Only 48 is remaining.
48 is remaining.
Yeah, which is fixed at 2. Yeah. So we'll take a break. We'll take a break. Then
At 2 o'clock.
yes.
Is there any